Hello, my name is Judy Clemens and I am an EOP counselor at Fresno State. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video today. Today's video is a pre-orientation for EOP students. On the agenda, I will be covering the EOP history, dog days and the Early Start program, math and English remediation, general education requirements, upcoming events that you are encouraged to participate in between now and the semester starting. I also want to let you know that you will be taking a quiz at the end of the video, and so please pay attention to the video. The quiz areas will focus on dog days, math and English remediation, GE requirements, and upcoming events. Moving on to the EOP history. EOP has a long and rich history of providing access and support services to first-generation, historically low-income, and underrepresented students. For over 40 years, EOP students have attended Fresno State and graduated with the help of EOP counselors and peer mentors. We are very excited that you will be joining the EOP family come August. Currently, we serve over 1,400 EOP students at Fresno State. There are 7 EOP counselors. All first and second year students are assigned to an EOP counselor and a peer mentor. All EOP students are eligible for the EOP grant. For our first-time freshman students, they are eligible for $2,000 of the EOP grant. Students who start their second year and on at Fresno State are eligible for $1,000 of the EOP grant. I do want to point out that the EOP program does not allocate the funds for the EOP grant. The financial aid office takes care of all our EOP grants, and they will notify you if you are eligible for the grant and if you have received the EOP grant. The grant will be part of your award letter from financial aid. To be a student in EOP, you had to have applied, and you applied when you first applied to Fresno State. Applying to the EOP program is a one-time application, and so once you are an EOP student, you are always an EOP student. We do not require you to fill out an application every year or every semester. It is a one-time application. Moving on to dog days and the Early Start program. As you are aware, you must attend a dog day to be able to come to Fresno State in August. When you attend dog days, make sure that you are enrolled in 12 units for full-time status. You also need to enroll in remediation courses if needed. In the next few slides, I will talk about remediation. And if you have not already taken the ELM or EPT tests, please do so as soon as possible. Again, that's if it's needed. And if you need to enroll in the Early Start program, please enroll into the courses as soon as possible if you are required to take Early Start. At this point, I'm going to move out and show you the Early Start registration page. This is on the University Outreach Services website at Fresno State. It has a lot of great information on the Early Start program, who should participate, exemptions, course schedule, how to register, the timeline, the cost, parking on campus as well. And so if you need more information on this page, it's the University Outreach Services website at Fresno State. The timeline for the Early Start program is that you complete the program between June 22nd and July 31st. So again, June 22nd through July 31st, you must complete the Early Start program if you need to do so. So to briefly go over this again, dog days, make sure you're enrolled in 12 units when you come. If you need to take math or English remediation, make sure you're enrolled in the correct course or courses. And if you have not taken your placement for math or English, please do so. And Early Start again, as I mentioned. The remediation policy, this is really important for you to understand. You must complete math and or English remediation by the end of your second semester at Fresno State. Again, you have 2 semesters to complete your English and or math remediation. And if you don't complete your remediation, you will not be able to continue your second year at Fresno State. More on the remediation. For English remediation, the EPT test, English placement test, and the math test, ELM tests, are required for all freshmen unless you are exempt. The passing score for English is 147, and the passing score for the math placement test is 50. If you are required to take English remediation, there are 3 options that you can choose from. The first option is the accelerated program. This is a 1-semester class. The class is English 10. If you feel you're a strong writer, I would encourage you to take English 10. If you feel that writing is not your best subject or your strength, I would encourage you to look at option 2 or option 3. In option 2, we have the stretch program, and it is 2 semesters. English 5A, your first semester, and then English 5B for your second semester. Option 3 is actually a 3-semester path. And so for your first semester, you would be taking Linguistics 6, followed by English 5A and English 5B. Option 3 is the program for multilingual speakers. So I want you to assess yourself and see where you're at in terms of your writing, and choose either option 1, option 2, or option 3 for English remediation. Now you see a lot of courses are listed here, okay, and they're all different. The courses that fulfills your English remediation are English 10, English 5B, and Linguistics 6. So if you decide to do English 10, you must pass it with a C or better. If you do that, you have met your English remediation. If you decide to go with option 2, once you complete English 5A and receive credit for that class, you have met your English remediation. If you choose option 3, once you complete Linguistics 6 and have received credit for Linguistics 6, you have completed your English remediation. For math remediation, there are 2 options to choose from. You can take the 1-semester course, Math for Art. If you pass it and receive credit for it, you have met your math remediation. If you feel that math is not a strong subject of yours and you would rather do 2 semesters of it, you would go to option 2. Semester 1 is Math 1RA, and semester 2 is Math 1RB. You must complete Math 1RB in order to meet your math remediation if you decide to go with option 2. So if you pass Math 1RA and receive credit, you have not met your math remediation until you complete Math 1RB. Semester for option 1, you only need to take it for 1 semester. If you pass it, receive credit for it, then you have met your math remediation. Okay, moving on, we are shifting our focus to general education requirements at Fresno State. All students are required to take GE courses at Fresno State. We start off with the foundation area in GE. Next, we have the breadth area that consists of area B, C, D, and area E. And then we have the integration area, which is upper division GE, and multicultural international, which is also upper division GE. Our lower division courses are areas A, B, C, D, and E. Any lower division GE course that you see will be numbered 1 through 99. There are a lot of courses you have to take between area A, 1, and E, but you only need to select 1 class for each of those lines that you see here, each of the areas. Area A is your foundation area. This is a really critical area. You must pass these classes in areas A1, A2, A3, and B4 with a C or better. If you are a liberal studies or engineering major, you have a modified GE requirements. So you don't follow this particular GE pattern. You are required to still take classes in GE, but they tell you exactly what class they want you to take for the liberal studies and engineering students. And so if you are liberal studies or engineering, you need to make sure that during dog days you pay attention because your GE pattern is very different. Classes that you take in lower division GE areas A1 through E can double count with major courses. Upper division courses are numbered 100 through 199, and you take upper division courses, GE courses, when you have earned 60 units or more, or you are approaching 60 units. Again, you have 4 areas in the upper division GE courses, and you only need to take 1 class in each area. You have a lot of selections. You only need to do 1 class. Upper division GE courses will not double count with major courses. Okay, so I mentioned lower division GE areas A through E can double count for major courses, but when it comes to upper division GE areas IB through MI, they will not double count with major courses. Here are some important notes and upcoming events that we want you to be aware of. Every EOP student will be emailed the EOP agreement. This EOP agreement will be emailed to you in early June, and you must complete the agreement by the end of June. The next piece is the EOP survey. An EOP counselor will be in contact with you this summer. Once you attend dog days, we will email you a survey, the EOP survey. We want to make sure that you have a smooth transition to Fresno State when you start in August. The EOP survey is going to focus on 3 areas: your financial aid, your fall 2015 class schedule, and housing. So we want to make sure you know your living arrangement when August rolls around. Again, you will receive this EOP survey a few days after you attend dog days, so please be sure to check your Fresno State email. The last point here is that you must attend the EOP Connect Day and also the new student convocation. These are planned for Monday, August 24th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The registration for EOP Connect Day and new student convocation will be emailed to you in early August. So again, just get into the habit of checking your Fresno State email account, as you will be receiving a lot of information from EOP and other departments on the Fresno State campus as well. At this time, we have concluded the video. If you have any questions, please email me at pclements@csufresno.edu, and I will be sure to reply back to you. Again, dog days is quickly approaching, so make sure you attend your dog days and make sure you register for at least 12 units. Once you attend dog days, as I mentioned, you will receive an EOP survey. Make sure you complete that. Get into the habit of checking your Fresno State email account. At this time, I would highly encourage you to take the quiz. It was already emailed to you with this video, so go back to that email and take the quiz. It is just a few questions. The deadline to take the quiz is June 11th by midnight, but I would encourage you to take care of it as soon as possible. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and EOP is excited to welcome all of you and see you as soon as possible. So enjoy your summer, and we will see you soon.